first Wednesday of the month. And you know what that means? It's hauling time. What did we haul throughout the entire month of August? Well, you're right on the right video to be able to find out what we ended up picking up. Before we go over that, if you want to make your own haul or you want to pick up some books, go visit panelboundcomics.com. Use the discount code AFitFitJack to save $2 off. Or if you have 4 or more books, use the discount code JACKITTOGETHER to save 5% off your entire order instead. Orders of $30 or more ends up getting some free media mail shipping, so you can end up having it go from the warehouse all the way over to your doorstep with no worries. Bomb-proof shipping, awesome customer service, and some awesome deals. Alright, so let's dive into what we ended up hauling throughout the entire month of August. We have a way that we're going to end up picking this up. Picked this up from a Lemonardi, where we ended up going, well, manga, which we rarely end up having, and we don't have this time around. But we have some independent action, some DC action, and a very little bit of Marvel action. So we're going to end up breaking those 3 down into the exact same order. So it's going to go Indie, DC, and then finish off with Marvel. You ready to see what we ended up picking up? Well, let's go. PBC ended up having an awesome sale. And what we ended up picking up from one of those sales? Well, the deluxe copies of Black Science 1 through 3. So we got the entire run. It's a Rick Remender. And something that's unique is that they call this a deluxe size, but it's really a library size. These things are huge. Huge value, awesome art, and I've heard this is one of the best Remender stories. So we end up having to pick that up to add it to our Remender collection. I think we're only missing Deadly Class, I want to say. But it's kind of exciting. I have no clue what Black Science is about, but based off what everyone ends up talking about, this is something I ended up having to add. Plus, it was the last part I wanted to pick up for the Remender. And these 3 books are heavy as heck. So let's go through it real quick. This is volume 1. And there's the back for it. Volume 2. Back for that bad boy. And volume 3. And the back. It's another solid pickup that we ended up picking up. And like I said, we picked it up on their big sale, where we ended up getting all 3 books for a price of $1.50. So that was a win on itself. Now we're also going to break it a little bit farther. So we got a little extra stuff from DC that we're going to go along with. So with DC, we're going to break it down from deluxe all the way to an omnibus. That's right, we did pick up an omnibus. And DC, I have to say, is probably the big winner of this month that we ended up picking up. So let's break it down. Starting with the deluxes that we ended up picking up. Again, sales that we ended up getting from PBC. Superman, The Last Son. This has the original director of the first Superman, the one with Christopher Reeves, as that. Superman, Whatever Happened to the Man of Tomorrow, by Alan Moore. And this wraps up the entire Golden Age Superman. I think that's what the way that ends off with. So I had to pick that up because I'm not going to go read Golden Age Superman because, let's just say that's just not for me. Then we also end up having V for Vendetta. This is the 30th anniversary set. And I have to say, I am super excited. Since I since I watched the movie, I kind of wanted to be able to read the book. So we ended up finding this on a nice little deal. And we may end up doing a double feature. That's right, a new idea that we're going to have where we read the book, review the book, and then go back and watch the movie and see what we think about that. What do you think about that? Let us know down in the comments of what you think about that idea of having a double feature content on the channel. Now, I have an event that I picked up for DC. I have Infinite Crisis and then the 52 omnibus where we ended up not having the big 3 involved. So there's some homework that you end up having to do before that. So I ended up picking Identity Crisis. And the final part that I needed was Crisis on Infinite Earths. This is the first part of the homework to be able to get into that Infinite Crisis. Big thing about the Infinite Crisis, I've been told that it's the perfect way to be able to read that through the omnibus. So I'm excited about that, and that might be slated for actually next year to do something like that, where we go through the deluxes, and then we get through that, and then we end up reading the 52 omnibus. So that covers all the deluxes that we ended up picking up from DC from this month. What else did we end up picking up from DC? Well, we got an omnibus. Superman by Philip Kennedy Johnson. This is volume 1. I'm super excited because I have been told in a live stream, or I've been watched on the live stream, where this was compared to Planet Hulk, which is one of the stories I do love, but with Superman. So, sign me up. I got a later Superman fighting, going crazy, protection. Yeah, we're going to go that route. So that leaves us with one more book that we have for our haul for this month. And this way, I got a little bit unorthodox. I had one of my friends go over to Ollie's and pick me up a copy of it because the cover price is so crazily expensive for it. And I believe it was an OHC, which is an oversized hardcover, but I know Marvel got rid of that a little bit ago. But we got X Lives and X Deaths of Wolverine. Yeah, that's kind of a little crazy price. It was $16.99 over at Ollie's. So that was a crazy deal that we ended up going on. Cover price for this little guy, $75. Really? This little thing? $75? No. I'll pass on that. But at $17, I'll jump on the opportunity. So that is the haul. What is the haul? Well, let's pick it up and show you. That's the haul. That's right, we got a little Black Science action, a whole lot of Superman action, V for Vendetta, a little bit Crisis, and X Lives and X Deaths of Wolverine. Nice little haul for this little channel. What did you think? Let us know down in the comments down below. Also, if you're liking the content that we're putting out, like, subscribe, and hit that little bell icon to be notified whenever we're coming out with new content. Thank you for watching, and until next time, we'll see you later.